that money, dummy, do it for the love. And I'm hungry, did I mention money? Cop cars, now I need that airplane money. Hardly laugh in the ghetto, being broke ain't funny. We built for this homie, yeah, we run the streets. You see me everywhere, Jewed up, tucking the heat. I rap for the hustlers, put my life on this beat. We all we got.
What's up, Fight fam, and welcome to Boxing Bros. If you're watching us on YouTube or listening to the podcast, thank you for joining us. My name's Kaden, and I'm here with my co-hosts. I'll let them introduce themselves.
What's going on? This is G.
And it's Ned. No camera. What's up? It's TBE, baby.
All right, and we want to send a shout out to Trills. He's still busy. We're going to move into the first topic we're going to discuss, which is Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, basically, to summarize this article, he feels like if Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3 doesn't happen in 2020, the fight should be canceled because Dillian Whyte is supposed to get his mandatory title shot by February 2021. So my question to you, G, is do you agree with Eddie Hearn that if the fight doesn't happen in 2020, the fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the trilogy, it should be canceled and Dillian Whyte should get his title shot in February?
All right. I know I'm the registered Wilder fan on Boxing Bros, but please, gentlemen, welcome me. I actually disagree with Eddie Hearn. The reason why is, again, this is prize fighting. I believe Bob is saying they have to push it back because they're not going to generate the money that they would have, if in fact this whole pandemic was, currently devastating the economy, at least here in the United States. I don't know how the economy is in the UK, but here in the United States, a lot of people are out of work. So because of that, a lot of people aren't going to purchase pay-per-views to see that fight. So it makes sense why Bob Arum is saying, we need to push it back to February. If Eddie is now saying, nah, cancel that fight and make it where it's Dillian versus Fury, I would like to believe Dillian also would like to get paid for a fight of that magnitude. So again, this is prize fighting. Everybody wants to get paid. So to me, it makes sense for them to push the Fury Wilder 3 fight. Just like if I was Dillian Whyte, I would want my date pushed back too against Fury, even if they go like, hey, Wilder just can't fight, period. If I was Dillian, I would be pushing for a later date as well. Because, again, Fury's not no walk in the park. You know what I mean? Like, you could lose to a dude like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is arguably one of the best in the heavyweight division. So why not get paid for a fight of that magnitude?
All right, Ned.
Gee, I disagree. I disagree with your first part where you're saying they should push it back just because the fight might not draw due to the circumstances we're we're facing. But my thing is, how far do we keep pushing back till we feel like we're going to generate some money? We shouldn't look at money lost. We should start thinking of ways and adapting to new ideas and plans. I think boxing should take a page out of the WWE book and start creating events like WrestleMania or Boxing Mania or something like that, where they stay have big fights. And they charge like $200 for pay-per-view just for everybody watching. They should do it on like holidays. Like we have big holidays coming up still.
Watch your mind.
Boxing
$200.
What?
If it's gonna be star-studded. It's gonna be star-studded. Like these
$200, what you get? I feel you, Ned. $200, you get Joshua Fury.
You go these on holidays. You go on Thanksgiving.
Right? You get Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, right?
Yeah, they fighting for these belts.
It's Summer Jam for boxing.
Yeah. Boxing.
It's star packed, and they get really good.
You get Clarissa Shields and Ali.
Kennedy versus Mike Tyson.
Right? Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, you get it all.
Get it all.
We get Paulie versus Showtime. But yeah.
Paulie versus Nick Cannon.
You get it. You get what you do something the fans want.
And that fight still will go the distance. Bobby versus Nick.
Oh man.
All right, go ahead, Nick.
But yeah, something like that they need to implement on the holidays where, with times like these, the families are coming, even though we got to be more apart, the families are coming closer together. So things like this, they can sit here and watch some sporting event where, everything is not looking good for everybody. So I don't think pushing a fight down the road just thinking it's going to make more money. You don't know what the future holds for all of us, but rebrand boxing, come with better ideas, sell it to the public, and I think that would really work.
And just for clarification purposes, Ned, the better idea is Boxing-mania.
Boxing-mania,
All
boxing.
right, hold up. Boxing-mania. I'm making you the president of boxing.
Yeah.
You get to make Boxing-mania happen. Give me your 3 top fights that would headline Boxing-mania right now.
3 top fights that would headline Boxing-mania?
Yeah.
All right. Joshua Fury, first one. And then it go Canelo. Either Caleb Smith or Benavidez. Then it go TC Spence. And then it go Pacquiao. No, they go. Yeah, those are my top 3. I named top 3.
You ain't gonna put Pacquiao in there?
I was gonna throw Pac-Man against. I was trying to think of a good opponent.
You forgot Wilder versus Dillian Whyte, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's box down, like SmackDown box down.
Give me your top 3. Give me your top 3 fights for Boxing-mania.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with the AJ Fury. Then I'm gonna go with Spence and Crawford. Then I'm gonna go with Pacquiao versus. You know what? I'm gonna switch it up on you. I'm gonna do Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia. I think those 3 fights could generate $200 right there. Boom.
Hey man, that's interesting. I'll give you if Boxing-mania ever became a real thing. It's outrageous, but I get what he's trying to say, but it's just funny to entertain. Boxing-mania, all right, first fight would be the obvious Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. My second fight would actually be Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. And my third fight would be Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao versus Earl Spence. That would be my Boxing-mania's top 3.
Not Spence versus TC.
Yo, TC.
That was a bigger fight.
Is not a pay-per-view star, exactly. So I know for a fact people are going to pay to see the Pac-Man. TC, he still hasn't shown me he can sell out a family barbecue. So I get into this. Eddie Hearn,
baby, let's get it.
Eddie Hearn did say that they can do it in like his backyard. Fury and Dillian Whyte, and he believes that the fight would sell around 1.5 to 2 million pay-per-view buys. That's what he said. So those are his projections, and that's why he believes if Deontay Wilder versus Fury 3 doesn't happen this year, then that fight should be canceled and Dillian Whyte should get his shot. Now, I'm torn because if Dillian Whyte wasn't forced to wait for so long, I would be okay with saying, okay, delay Dillian Whyte's shot at the title. But here you have a situation where he had to actually go to court for the WBC to act right and say, oh, yeah, you're mandatory, you're next up. So if they don't give him his title shot in February, it would be like them delaying his opportunity again, pushing back his opportunity again. And then it's like, how long must this man wait? However, I do see that in an unpronounced way, or in an unannounced way, we're kind of we're in the middle of a Super 8 tournament in the heavyweight division. We have Derek Chisora versus Alexander Usyk. We have Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin. We have Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, and we have Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev. Now, say for whoever wins Joshua Pulev will go on to fight the winner of Usyk Chisora. The winner of Fury Wilder will go on to fight the winner of Dillian Whyte versus Alexander Povetkin. So in that respect, we have a Super 8 tournament taking place here. And so I think in our quest for the official, undisputed, lineal, baddest man on the planet, we need this Super 8 tournament. And I think that I don't want to mess it up, but if Deontay Wilder can't go and you have to delay the tournament, it's kind of like he should just drop out. So, and honestly, Deontay Wilder not being a part of the tournament, I'm okay with it because Fury already beat him. And so,
Exactly. So, like, Wilder, bro, you're like really injured. You talking about you got shot in your face, like you got a hole in your head. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's understandable if you have to back out. We're cool, you know?
Yeah, and also, like, just back out the tournament, fight Andy Ruiz, and then the winner of that fight can get a shot at the undisputed champion. But, you know, I do think Dillian Whyte should get his shot before February. If Wilder's not ready until February, you know, the contract, there was a certain amount of, there was a time where the trilogy was supposed to happen. Now, the pandemic, of course, delayed it, but let's say hypothetically the pandemic wasn't an issue, I still don't believe Wilder would be ready. You got his brothers and everyone in this camp talking like the dude got hit with a hatchet. So, I mean, come on, man.
Autopsy, brother.
Autopsy, there's Bloodgate, there's Watergate, you know, there's just, Lord knows the next thing they're going to say. They're going to say aliens came down.
It was the clone. That was in the ring, not the real Wilder.
They're going to say, they're going to make, we got Boxing Mania. They're about to make Box Jam, like, which is like the boxing version of Space Jam. Someone stole Wilder's talent. An alien stole Wilder's talent on the night of the fight.
I like that idea, Ned. You see, the fusion between Ned and Kaden, y'all created the Boxing Mania top 8 tournament, man. You know what I'm saying?
So that for me, that's what it is. But if Wilder can go,
the top 2, they meet at Boxing Summer Jam.
and just put us ringside. I mean, that's really all I got to say for this. So who's taking us home? G, is it going to do with Ned?
Please like, share, subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts on Boxing Mania, Boxing Summer Jam. Remember, follow us on all major podcast platforms. It's the Boxing Bros.
Yes.
I wanna see what's on your mind. You wanna see what's on my mind. Pimpin' all the time. I wanna know if you wanna be mine.